Welcome once again to Lehto's Law. Here's Steve Lehto.
Doug sent me a hilarious story, and it did not happen in America, but it could have. A chef banned vegans from eating at his restaurant. Now, reservations are through the roof. From Insider.com, Annetta Constantinides wrote this. A celebrity chef who banned vegans from his restaurant earlier this week says business has never been better. He's a British chef in Australia. He made headlines on Monday when he announced that he was banning vegan diners from Fire, his restaurant in Perth, for mental health reasons. He told Perth Now that his ban stemmed from a negative Facebook review left by a vegan customer, which spurred other people to leave one-star reviews on his restaurant's page. And that's the problem with these review sites, is that anybody can review anything. And I'm willing to bet you that there's at least one review, not from somebody who hasn't been there, but from somebody on another continent. That's just how these things are. He said, we started getting all these negative reviews without any actual comment, which really hurts the business. So news of his vegan ban soon spread, and the chef said it's led to incredible business. He told The Project that bookings at Fire have gone through the roof. Things have worked out ridiculously well, he said on Wednesday. I usually do half a dozen people in this beautiful restaurant. I have 35 booked for dinner tonight. The Facebook page from Fire has since been flooded with reviews applauding the vegan ban. He said he's also received overwhelming support from fellow chefs. And apparently this is something that they think about. He said, I guarantee you 99% of chefs across the world hate vegans. And he inserted a word in front of hate that starts with the letter F that I cannot say out loud. You can never please them. We've always hated vegans. All chefs have. Sadly for the vegans, this has been the best marketing that's ever happened to me, he added. Thank you so much. I love the vegans. I can go buy a new farm now and look after my animals beautifully. So he went from effing hating them to loving them. He told Perth Now that his issue with vegans began when a young woman emailed him a few weeks ago and asked if there were any vegan options at his restaurant. The chef said he told the woman he'd accommodate her with a vegan dish, but admitted that he forgot about her request on the night she came into the restaurant because he was catering a private party. So it kind of slipped his mind. He noted that his own sous chef was upset that he hadn't informed kitchen staff about the vegan customer. According to Perth Now, the woman wrote a Facebook review the following day and said she was disappointed that her only vegan option had cost $32. And that's $32 Australian, I assume. I think it's incredibly important nowadays that restaurants can accommodate everyone, and to not be able to have actual plant-based meals show your shortcomings as a chef, she said. So she was saying that the chef had shortcomings. Speaking to Perth Now, the chef admitted that he had not accommodated the woman when he said he would, but she made the complaint personal, which is what led to the ban. It's not a vegan restaurant. If they want vegan food, they can go to a vegan restaurant. His comments have not dissuaded vegan activists who said the ban just shows that vegans are making an impact in society. Yeah, is that the kind of impact you want to make, though? There is an increased demand for vegan options. More people are becoming aware of the atrocities occurring in the meat, dairy, egg, leather, wool industries, and this restaurant appears to have taken an issue to that, says the activist speaking to Perth Now. This restaurant is only regressing by enforcing a ban upon vegans, and they are choosing to be on the wrong side of history. The chef did not immediately respond to Insider's request for further comment, which was sent outside of normal business hours. And I assume as a chef who runs a restaurant, he's probably busy doing other things and answering his email from news organizations. But it boils down to this. A vegan called his restaurant and said, if I eat there, do you have something that I can eat? He said, yes, I will accommodate you. And he admits he forgot, and that's a screw up, and he's apologized for that. But when she wrote a bad review and implied that he was a bad chef, he took it personally and said, you know something? No more vegans. And when he made that announcement, suddenly people are coming to his restaurant in droves, as I like to say, and they're supporting him. And this is a great example of something where I like to watch the marketplace in action. Because if you own a restaurant and you simply announce, we will not cater to this particular, I hate to use the phrase, but group of people, because he's not singling anybody out based on their ethnicity or their skin color or their religion or anything. He's just saying people who have this particular dietary wish, I'm just not going to cater to that. And a restaurant can do that. I've seen restaurants that specialize in seafood. There are people out there who don't like seafood. Likewise, I've seen restaurants that cater to all kinds of things. And some of them I like and some of them I don't like. I, as a consumer, have the right to choose where I'm going to spend my money. And the businesses have a right to choose what they will do to bring people in. And they can say, we will serve this, but not this. We will serve this, but not this. They can do that all day long. And so what's fascinating about this is I suspect that the vegans do not have enough of a market share to where if they said, let's boycott this restaurant, I doubt that it would do anything to him. And in fact, as we've seen, when he announced that they're no longer welcome at his restaurant, it increased his business. So I applaud the guy, and I also like the guy thinking outside the box, because I've, of course, and we've talked about this before, we've heard of businesses that got bad reviews and that they lashed out at the reviewer. Lawsuits, criminal actions in some countries. And, if you get a bad review, of course, you look at it and go, okay, that's kind of bad. Likewise, if somebody else posts a review in support of the bad reviewer, and you think, I don't even think that person's a customer of mine. And that's unfair. But again, instead of lashing out at the reviews, the guy has instead said, okay, I'm just going to embrace not dealing with these people, and I'll deal with the people who seem to like what I'm doing. And it's a brilliant response. And so that's really what I like about this guy, is the fact that instead of looking at the review going, how can I make that bad review go away? He goes, okay, I don't care. So this guy's my new hero. He'll be replaced in a couple of days by somebody else that comes along who's my new hero. But I'm willing to bet you that within a week or two, we will hear of other restaurants adopting this. And the guy says 99% of chefs across the world hate vegans. You can never please them. We've always hated vegans. All chefs have. I'm willing to bet you some other chefs out there right now who run their own restaurants who've gotten just one request too many from somebody who says, I'm looking at your menu and there's nothing here for me. What can you do for me? It's kind of like, why are you in my restaurant then? Because you understand that you can go online now and look at, most restaurants have their menus online. You can go online and look at the menu. And if there's nothing on that menu for you, well, I suppose you can send a note and say, can you accommodate my request? But really, find a restaurant that has something on the menu that you like and go there and see what happens. You've got the right to vote with your wallet. You vote with your money. So I've mentioned this before, not in the true sense of an election, but in the great marketplace of ideas. So you have all these choices of places you can eat, and heaven knows there's more than enough of them. And so you can choose to eat there, but not there. And if enough people choose to eat there along with you, but not there, then the marketplace will correct, because this place will do really well, and this place over here maybe not do so well. But this guy's business is booming. He's onto something. So we'll see, but I'll be shocked if there aren't more restaurants making the announcement. We do not serve vegans. In fact, they are banned. So I assume if you walk into the restaurant, they're not going to ask, hey, excuse me, are you a vegan? Oh, you can't come in. But if you sit down in the restaurant and ask your server, what vegan options do you have? After this guy's made international news saying that vegans are banned, I suspect the answer you're going to get is, we have no vegan options. What kind of steak would you like? So Doug, thanks for sending it. From Insider.com, Annetta Constantinides wrote that a chef banned vegans from eating at his restaurant. Now reservations are through the roof. Questions or comments, put them below. Let's talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Lehto's Law. Live your life by a compass, not a clock.